Good morning, traders. I hope you guys are ready to get into the market. We got a lot to talk about. Is the Nikola truck coming out or not? I saw a pop. Uber taxis. We're going to take a look, of course, at the moving stocks out there. Uber news. We'll see what happens. If you guys are in New York City, you might just want to stick around to hear about this news. Hit the like. Let's get it started.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas law, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
What's going on, traders? I hope you guys are as excited as I am to get into the market. Get ready to make some money. Let's go ahead. Let's bring on my guys, Ryan, Faloona, and Zunaid. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Well, I am also excited. I hit a parlay last night in betting. And as soon as I hit it, I was like, we need to open the market right now. We need to open the market right now. So I'm ready to roll.
I definitely did not have that type of night, so I'm happy for you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Where'd Mitch go? What the? Oh, all right.
Mitch is gone. Mitch is gone. Right. Nobody knows what happened to Mitch. Hopefully he's fine.
You want to share yours first? You want to go?
Absolutely. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. When Mitch comes back, we can go through all of the administrative stuff. Welcome everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late. Had to transfer over from PMP, but let's take a look at some of the stocks that are moving today. So we're just going to start off here with Nikola, since Mitch just mentioned it. I know that Nikola likes to stir up emotions in traders. The whole Trevor Milton scandal saga, whatever you want to call it. People love to yell Nikola like Ricola, and this stock, for whatever reason, it drums up a lot of emotion. So if you're going to trade that, understand, be careful, make sure you execute your plan. Don't let your emotions rule the day. However, we do have a wise thing that the truck that the company is starting to started their truck production. Excuse me. There's also an 8K filing showing that the company expects to start producing charging stations in Europe in 2023 and has plans to service support in Canada after 2024. So still a ways away, but good news nonetheless. The market is reacting to it. I basically drew out some levels here. Ideally speaking, I'd actually like this to come in a little bit more. I'd like this to come in towards 1025 and find some footing there. If it comes in at 1050, fine. We'll take a look at that, but I'd like for it to come in a little bit more. I actually want it to suck in some of those shorts so that when we pop through these levels, we get big pops and easier to execute trades. That would be my ideal goal here. This is Nikola, ticker NKLA. Otherwise, we're going to go through the rest of the movers tool here. This is a biopharmaceutical company I've never heard of that is ripping. BioNVax pharmaceutical shares are trading higher after the company announced it had signed a definitive collaboration agreement for the development of a pipeline of innovative nano-sized antibody therapies. That is a mouthful. The market loves it, though, and we are trading up here considerably. The stock closed around 139 yesterday, and we're printing 220s now, so we're up quite a bit here. I'd like for this to come back in towards that 207 level, maybe even 2 even, that round number, and we'll try and play this on a high of day or a range break. AMP. This is actually a company that has run before. I got to draw my high line there. Sorry about that. So I'm probably going to avoid this just because of the low price, but we have a very similar formation here to BVXV, another pharmaceutical company. These things like to move, so we'll see if this is on the docket for today. We have MF also never heard of this one. This one actually already looks like it's giving everything back. We'll see if it can reclaim these levels. I'm not too sure. And then ESOA, this is Energy Services of America. This is obviously trading up with the energy move that we have. I believe this has actually been on our scanner before. We've seen this make an outsized run today. So I'd actually like to see this hold 415 before reversing and giving us a trade. As far as the mover, oh no, one more. How could I almost forget this one? The stock of the day yesterday, ALLG. First of all, I saw this appear on the scanner. I was actually talking to one of my other trader friends about it. I was involved with some other trades and I did not call this out, and shame on me because this one was an absolute monster yesterday. Huge volume. Looks like it's going to put in another day. In fact, we already have a range break setting up here through 2155 is probably going to give you 22 or 2230. So we'll go ahead and see here. This stock is moves around a lot, moves around really fast. This might be a difficult trader, but the risk to reward is here. So we'll take a look at that. And then lastly, FSRD. This is one that has run before in the past. In fact, I think we traded this together here on this show. Looks like this is putting in a huge morning. We got a nice big range here. Look for us to take out 236 and a move to 260.
All right, Ryan coming prepared, right, Zunaid? I feel like, do we even need to talk about stocks? Ryan's ready, man.
I'm just gonna follow Ryan into every trade today.
Right? Like, I think you and I were just amazed. We were just like, okay, yeah, let's just stay quiet. Ryan's ready to.
I'm gonna follow whatever Ryan has today. But I'm gonna quickly just go over mine real quick. Gonna be one of the ones I'm gonna take a look at. It's gonna be Coinbase, and that's gonna be below 182 to the downside if we go ahead and get that, and then above it's gonna be we'll call it about above. Let me see if we get a low about 188. So I'm going to set an alert right there. Somebody taking a look at Coinbase there as well. On the SPY, what I might do is if this SPY comes back and tests, let's just call it about 445, I might grab some calls just to see if we get a bounce from that level or not. You can see yesterday it kind of held a support. Then eventually, I think it was the last 10-minute candle, it kind of gave it up. So going to keep an eye on that, see if we get anything there. And then on Baidu, don't really have a good read unless it comes back to the 150s. That's something that we got a chance to play yesterday on the first 10-minute candles. I think we played it during, there you see my little blue drawings there. So if it comes back to test the 150, sure, we can try to play a bounce on it. But that's kind of going to really be it for me. We can go ahead and check the Qs at 350 levels. If it does somehow, some way come back and test, you can see I've already got my alert there previously. If it comes back and tries to test that, that's where we can try to grab some calls. And then on the 349 is where we really try to go full size. And of course, Tesla got above 1,000. You can see how it acted as a resistance for quite some time. And then it finally popped yesterday above it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the calls on that side. And then let's see. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert right around 1,000.
No.
I mean, I know you didn't. That was your fault. So, I didn't want to say anything, but you got it. And they can't forget about GME. This is something that we brought calls on Monday. I definitely did not hold all the way to the 140s. Going to keep an eye on GME and see what that does. AMC, is it below 20? It's hanging out around 20. So going to keep an eye on this one here as well. Matter of fact, what I might do is I might try to be cute with it. Let's just buy some shares at 2002. Stop loss would be, let's just call it about 1975. Right over there will be our stop loss on that ticker there. So that's all I got, man. What's up with you?
All right. It's still short Tesla there from the 1035s. I actually got back in after being stopped out yesterday early on. Got in there at 1035. Made the money back. So, I mean, I'm not worried about that. But we'll see what happens today right out the gates. You're going to look for it to quickly break right back down through that 1,000. If it can do that, we'll hold on to that last little baby share. Not going to be mad about it. I already took some profit. Well, let's let the trade work. We'll see what happens today. Do expect to see some significant downside today. I think we just started to leak yesterday, and I think we're going to continue to leak. If you guys saw the Twitter post that I put out, I've been comparing these charts very similar to 2008, and I think that this was the last dead cat rally here. I don't really think that we're back into a bull market, but you guys make your own decision on that. Do want to give a shout out, though. I have to. The Dolphins, baby. Getting Hill, baby. They're going for the Super Bowl. They're trying to do the Rams way, trying to do the Bucks way. Just pay yourself to the Super Bowl. Can't be mad at them. They're definitely looking like a great team. And I'm pretty happy about the decisions they're making. So go Fins.
I will say, Mitch, they do appear to be going for it. We're going to learn a lot this year about who made who, with Devontae Adams going to the Raiders and Tyreek Hill going to the Dolphins. There's going to be a lot of learning happening this year in the NFL season. I'm looking forward to it. And frankly, if the Chiefs finish under 500, I'm going to be on cloud 9.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are doubting my man Tua, but I'll tell you right now, I've seen him throw in person. That man can throw. I know that a lot of people say that he doesn't have the arm strength. You don't need to throw the ball 60 yards. I'll tell you that right now to be good in the NFL. You just need to be able to be accurate with those passes. If you take a look at Drew Brees, how strong of an arm did Drew Brees have later in his career? He didn't have a strong arm at all, but was one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Just to kind of give you guys some insight on that one. But we'll see what happens. Like always, Dolphins trying to get it, and just like we are, always trying to improve, always trying to take some better trades out there and get to the next level. Now, one thing that I definitely say is basic materials, man. I almost feel like, if I didn't run this show, I honestly think I would probably just be trading BTU every single day, guys. There'd be days that I would definitely be like, well, I lost today. But the majority of the days, if you were trading BTU in the last 2 months or in the last month even, you made a killing of money on the upside. And I think this is the important part to recognize. If you guys are able to find stocks like this, there's sometimes is no reason to keep trading other names. Like if you're seeing just a stock trend and you can just trade that and just literally every single day, just buy it, sell it, make some money. There's nothing wrong with just sticking with one name. I think that a lot of times we get into this point where we're looking for trades all around. We're looking, okay, is it financials? Is it all of them? But really, if we take a look, the sector has just continued to trend. And that's what's important here is the overall sector just continuing to trend. Essentially from the March 15th, this has gone straight up. And what happened around there? Of course, we know that the Russian war developing. And I think you're going to continue to see inflation go on the rise. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what trades we're going to look at today. GOLD did stop me out yesterday, but eventually coming back towards that high. I think gold starts another rally. So take a look at AU today. Take a look at some of these trades. This one did rally yesterday, rallied on up there already closer towards the 25. I'm going to be watching some of these gold trades. X still giving it to you guys. So take a look at that. I definitely think basic materials is where it's at. I'll be paying attention to some other industries today, but also take a look at potentially to see some shorts coming into play. I'm going to be paying attention to the bigger stocks like Amazon and Apple. We recovered here on Apple. I think this is very important. If my L wants to work today. No, it doesn't want to work today. But we'll keep watching to see what happens here with Apple. The big thing for me is the 170 level. We recouped that level yesterday. If it can hold that, I think the market holds. If it cracks through the 170, I'll be watching for the markets to go ahead and pull back down. Red Sox with Story. Hey, Missy, that's not a bad person to get. I've seen him play here in Colorado. He's not a bad player at all. He just hasn't been having too much fun with Colorado, and I can't blame him. The Rockies suck. Let's keep going.
One thing, Mitch. One thing, real quick. I didn't mention it in my opener, but BBIG.
BBIG
let's take a look. Looks like this is really, really strong this morning. We've traded a whole bunch here in the pre-market, especially recently. They ran this thing up pretty good. I mean, we closed here around 296. We're at 326 here today. If I zoom out a little. I see we're kind of running into some of the other levels that we've had here before. In fact, I'm going to mark some of these off as well. I think off the open here, we might be able to watch BBIG. So this one might be in play today. We shall see. I got to mark one more here.
I agree 100%. I see that chart. I look at the daily chart. I think it's important to note. Look at all the levels just right in the same area. Zoom in really close to it.
Yep,
so they
exactly.
can see that. Yeah, I'll put up my chart. I can zoom in a little bit. So look at these daily levels, guys. It's so important when you find charts like this, right? And if you actually take a look at this is the 1, 2, 3 rule coming into play too. So you get one high, right? And then you come back towards a low. You get a second high, you come back towards that low. You get a third high, you come back towards that low. And what happens here, you start creating support at $3. So the support for me now is $3, and it just needs to hold $3 and break through this high, which is 328. In the pre-market, we got that look already. Let's look to see if we get that look right out the gates through that 328. We'd like to see some big volume jumping in here. It's 928 with 20 seconds here. Going to get ready for the bell. One of the things that we did on I think earlier this week is we weren't ready for the bell, and I missed a big trade on LAC. We're talking about that could have been a swing trade. Did that I could still be in, guys, and that would have been a 20% gainer. So we'll see what happens. Still in this Tesla share, so I'm going to see what happens in Tesla also right out the gates. Might have to end up closing that, but not going to overreact. Going to definitely just stay break even on the rest. And on Tesla, we're in there at 1033.76.
We open in 1 minute. Looks like Kindred Duke took BBIG calls prior to the close yesterday. Good stuff, man. It looks like we're having a good pre-market. Let's see what happens when those open. I would say if you get those in the green, just don't let them go right. You can always buy it.
All right, we'll be watching BTU, of course. That's one of my favorite stocks. It's always performing well lately. One of the things to watch to me, I think, is you keep it on the 15-minute. If you looked here, this is how we broke out on the 15-minute. So that's what I'm going to keep it on. I'm going to try not to overreact on the earlier minute. That's when I've gotten caught in BTU using the minute chart. And so I'm looking for deeper time frames to continue this trend. So you see that flagging pattern. Let's look for that to continue. It's okay if you get a quick dip to 25.75s, but look for that 26 recovery. And as I say that, what happens? The spread splits and it goes at 26.28.
Well, let's see what happens when the market actually opens. That should tighten up a little.
Yeah, no, BTU has a tendency of splitting up. So it's just important to always keep that in mind.
Here we go.
Right?
Good luck, folks.
Nikola, I want to see what happens with that. Of course, there's talks about production. What has happened there? And does it crack down today and just give away all those gains?
BBIG first move out of the open is down.
Yep, I see that right there. I'm going to look for a recovery of 328 in that one in BBIG. You guys let me know if you guys see that recovery. Yep. All right, putting up 3 charts. I'll put BBIG on the right-hand side. I'll put the SPY on the left, and then I'll start looking at Tesla here. It is coming down there significantly, looking good for us in Tesla. I could add to this position, but I'm just going to let it work. We'll see what happens. I'm expecting big, quick down moves in the SPY. Let's take a look also at the industries that are moving right here out the gates. Got an alert from HUN. This is one I gave in chemicals. Look how that's pushing already. This has been a nice rip here. When talking about this one for a couple days, look at the daily chart. We've been looking at this. I'm going to look for a pullback towards 40.25 here. Let's see if we can get that and get in on this HUN trade here. Can I get 40.25s? I'm looking for a pullback here. You could go for the VWAP at 40.50, but I'm looking for a pullback. There's a little bit of a gap space here, so I'm looking for the pullback to test that gap and then get back above that.
BBIG trying here, long at 322, spot at 328. We'll see here.
Let me know if we get through that 328 level.
Yep.
That's the level that I'm paying attention to, guys. All right, if you guys got a stock you guys want to call out, definitely call them out in the chat. I'm going to be taking a look here in a second. We've seen technology lead here at the gates, healthcare and financial services. What is down right now is energy, so just be careful on those oil plays right now. But we'll see what happens. That HUN trade probably isn't going to give me an ability to get in there, so I'm just going to leave that one alone there.
Still watching BBIG. It's having trouble with 325. 328 looks to be the next spot here.
BTU pulling back significantly to that 25.75. We'll look for a 26 recovery.
Decent bidder at 320 at 319.
All right, let me catch up with the chat. Zunaid, what's up, dude? Sorry about that, man. Lost you for a second.
Yeah, no worries at all. That was me. But this is why you gotta love your orders. You can see here. Let me go on the 1 minute chart if I can.
Gotcha.
You can see I got filled on my limits at the AMC, and I got filled on my outs. So while I had to step away, we went ahead and made a cool little $81 on the AMC trade. And this is why you want to use those brackets, so that you're protected on your way in and on your way out. You can see I did the same thing here on Baidu. I'm in on Baidu at 150.45. I've got some more shares to buy at 149.16. Stop loss is going to be a little bit below that. But yeah.
I wish someone would have called out that BKKT before the open. That was a beautiful pattern there. Just never saw it in pre-market. Know that someone was calling it out. They're calling it out in the chat now. But yeah, definitely beautiful pre-market look there. And it already broke out through there.
Nice move.
That's a pretty chart right there.
And Femi from yesterday looks like that's starting up. By the way, BBIG pulled here, so I'm out. I'll wait for that to reset up. Femi, this was a good trade yesterday that we made live. Looks like it's dipping out of the open here, but trying to pull back up. Really, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see the 260-ish level taken out here, and we'll see if that materializes. 10 cents away from that. Decent volume here out of the open as well.
All right, trying to get BTU, of course. It just literally did the move that I was looking at for the open here of test down towards the 25.75 level, now recovering 26, trying to get in here at 26. Haven't gotten a fill yet, guys. If I don't get the fill, it is what it is. Would put an alert, but wasn't on the chart there, so tried to react as soon as it got towards 26. No fill there. It's already towards 26.29. Would already been taking some profit into this move here. So it's not a bad trade there, but just didn't get the fill there. This is why I tell you, like if I wasn't on this stream, like where I had to look at different stocks to kind of give you guys outlooks, I would just be trading BTU. I'd probably be killing it.
I mean, hey, if you want to look at just that one stock and make me money, I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. No one would show up if I just looked at one stock, Zunaid.
You've got SPY here trying to test a 445, so I'm going to go ahead and get a starter size position on it. I went ahead and grabbed the 446 calls expiring tomorrow. Went ahead and got filled at 225. I'm going to continue buying those calls all the way up until about the 444 area, 444.80 area. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more here. Got filled at 215, so 225, 215. And you can see my Baidu is up a little bit here as well. Profit target's 152.31. We're about 40 cents away on that.
All right, silver making moves today too. AG ripping out there. MAG is a potential one here to take a look at. But you also got EXK, Endeavor, Silver Corp making good moves also. BTU already missed a 60-cent move there right out the gates there. A little annoyed. You can cancel my order now.
UEC dropping out of the open here. I'm still in those calls, by the way. The ones that we flagged here on the show, actually.
I like that one. I'm looking at METC right now, guys, trying to get long here at 16.10, but the spread is about 12 cents here, so need the offer side to come down a little bit. Would like to get 16 on a little pullback and then look for METC to rip back up on the daily chart.
Still looking around here.
Sorry, Rob. Dealing with it. I'll be working on my computer this weekend.
What distracting noise? Was he talking about your video card?
Yeah, he's just talking about the tick in the background. I'll put myself on mute. No worries.
No, we don't want you on mute. That's defeats the purpose. BVXV holding that 2 level that we talked about. Let's watch that. See if it can reclaim VWAP at 209. It has. It yanked it right under.
Oh, come on. Close the damn position. All right. Took an L on GME because apparently TradingView does not want me to properly work on that. But I did take an L on there. You've got Baidu coming up. It did not fill me at the 149.16. And SPY coming back up above 445. Those SPY calls, you're down 3%. So if you went ahead and sized too much and now you're afraid because you thought I knew the future, go on and get out.
Gonna try, this is a high risk trade. Gonna try BVXV here at 209, just a refresh seller there. Now I'm gonna close that right away before this gets out of hand. Refresh seller on BVX. That's what a bummer. Rough start to the morning here. 2 stops right away.
That METC would be working now, but the spread was just too wide for me to jump in there. Didn't get it at 16.10s, and it's up there towards 16.40s already. Been missing some trades here right out the gates. A little annoyed. See if I can catch some other trades here.
Come on.
All right. Lithium plays ripping, guys, so look for that. I'm looking for LAC now, trying to grab LAC at the VWAP here. Like this look here. Just looking for a slight tick down here. Get some volume to come back into the name here. Let's look at a deeper time frame here in LAC. Yeah, I like it now. Let's see if I can get 80s here.
You've got some calls coming in to ticker OKTA, Octa.
In LAC here, guys. Go ahead.
You're fine. I'm just going to try to see if I can. I'll risk about 100 something here. I'm going to grab 100 shares, market this on Octa. Stop loss will be below 145.
Nice little pop there, LAC, guys, in LAC. Looking to sell above these 33s. We're already ripping to it, so it's going to be a quick trade here.
All right, SPY coming back above 445. Your contracts are now at break even. My average is 217. Tesla trying to break highs above 1023 area or so.
LAC back down to the 70s here. We'll see if it closes and holds a low, and then if we want, we can take an ad. The music is putting you to sleep. Well, then wake up, Michelle.
Yeah. BBIG looking better here. We'll see if it can actually get some footing.
Brian, you like the deep down tunes? You like when we get down low?
What?
What
That
is happening?
Barry White voice, they said.
Okay. All right. You've got SPY coming back to test VWAP here at 445. Your calls are up about 6% or so. Nothing to write home about. If you got those calls, what you're hoping for is to have this 10-minute candle close above VWAP. If it can't do that, it's going to come back and test this, and it may break. Baidu, by the way, looks like I might get stopped out here. I'm going to go ahead and close my Baidu position here, taking an L on that. Started the morning off with AMC profit. Got two consecutive losses on that SPY. It needs to be my win here.
All right, guys. LAC looking great for us. Let's see if we get a good pop over 33s here. There's 3308s.
All right, there's Octa. Went ahead and took profits on Octa, ticker OKTA at 147.18. And there's SPY now. SPY, you're up about 12%. I'm going to go ahead and close out some here just because I've already got losers. I'm going to get out here at 243 was my fill. Getting out some SPY.
Harley squawking that ALLG is halted. So if you're trading ALLG, you're in a halt to the downside here. Looks like it's just a volatility halt.
Nice breakout there for LAC for us. And take some profit here. All right, just got out some there at 33.17s, guys. That's from 32.84. Looking great here in LAC.
By the way, I went ahead and typed in our Twitter spaces that Ryan and I are going to do later today at 1 o'clock. So set the reminder. You got the link in the chat. Just click it. Set the reminder. Come join us. We'll talk stocks for about half an hour or so. Maybe different strategies, what we're looking at, what we have, different things like that. So come hang out with us. It's in the chat for the reminder link.
It was fun last time, Zunaid. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like short, sweet, to the point. Take some questions and then.
Well, yeah, and I'm hoping we get some input from the group that show up too. Like, what is everyone else looking at? What are the things that people want to trade? So that's the hope.
All right,
BBIG through 320 now, not in it.
Just got shook out of LAC, and it was on me. I'll blame myself there. Saw a big order and I just reacted. 310, there was 17,000 shares that all of a sudden flowed through there. And I reacted really quickly. I sold it right there at 33.07s. Really a bad fill there for me. Seeing at where the stock is now, definitely gave up some money there. And that's just an execution mistake. It happens, guys. But we made money, so they can't be mad about it. Let's just move forward.
Zunaid is actually going to show up. Yeah, what you mean? I showed up last time. I hosted last time. Ryan was there with me too.
There's the breakout in LAC continuously there. I hope that somebody didn't sell out like me and was able to capture that move into that push. That's a nice little push there. PLL being mentioned in the chat too. I do like that look there. MP is the leader today. Look at MP, and then you'll see how lithium's moving. This is why Money Mitch is so important, guys. I gave out lithium on Monday, guys. And if you take a look at all the lithium names since Monday, you tell me if you guys should be watching Money Mitch.
We only need one winner, yes? Yeah, I mean, one good trade will absolutely do it for you.
And
speaking of which, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. You're good. So Apple, if you want to try to play to the long side, you can look at Apple here right near VWAP. That's a good spot to get it. Right below VWAP, you can go ahead and get out. Matter of fact, we might try to do that. Let me see if I can grab some Apple calls here. AAPL. Let's go ahead and grab some 172.50. Small size to start things off. Got filled at 123. That's the 172.50 calls on Apple expiring this week. Got filled at 123. And might get quickly stopped out if we get around 170 or so. I'll let y'all know.
Yeah. Just want to point out Nicola's crashing there, but I had to borrow that shares. I couldn't get him. I wanted to short Nicola there, but Nicola.
What was I just going to say?
You're talking about Black Mage and how in our position.
Oh, yeah, Black Mage. Thank you. Black Mage said, love you guys. Sadly, I'm not in a position to day trade right now, just watching and learning. Black Mage, that's awesome that you're watching and learning. Keep that up. But a reminder, you don't need to day trade. I know we day trade here quite a bit because we're trying to shout out process and different setups and things of that nature. But we are not opposed to any other type of trading. You do not have to day trade to be profitable. What I will say is in a market condition like this, where it's volatile and it's back and forth every day, unless you have an edge or conviction, sometimes sitting on the sideline is the right move. So the fact that you're watching and still trying to pick up helpful tips and strategy, it's a good thing.
It's actually better.
Yeah.
I would say it's better. One of the things is a lot of times traders want to get to the actual trading aspects versus learning how to trade first. If you don't learn how to trade, a lot of the times, what are you going to do? You're just going to be trying to give up money. And I think so. If you're a brand new trader, you don't understand what's going on. Don't try to
don't force it.
Act like it. Act like you know. Wait till you actually feel that you understand something before you go ahead and put your own money at risk.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris says Nicola crashing faster than a truck rolling downhill with no engine. Also add in there no brakes. Also
just call Milton. Ask him how it went.
Call Milton. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna try to be cute with Nicola here. You can see I've got an order out at 10:03. Trying to play the $10 bounce. Stop loss will be 977. Take profit will be 1029. Not filled yet, but I'm gonna grab 400 shares there. We'll see if the limits can go ahead and do exactly what they did for us yesterday. And you've got NVIDIA coming down here as well. I'm going to take a shot at NVIDIA. I'm going to go ahead and grab the 270 calls on NVIDIA. Starter position got filled at 214. I'm not going to lie. I am pretty long here with NVIDIA, SPY, and Apple. So if you see me leave the show early, you know why.
Steel, X going to give it to you. It's going to give it to you. Nice little setup there. I missed the entry there on X, but look at that. Nice little symmetrical triangle right at the VWAP. You could have been using that as your entry bogey and catching this move towards the high there. Like the symmetrical triangle, boom. You hold on the VWAP, look for the push up. SPY is holding out here. Let's see what happens if we get this break back down hard here. That's what I'm expecting. But of course, I'm always going to look at the chart to see what we get. You can see how we're fighting and fighting and fighting to get above these highs. You see that looks very bearish to me. This is the definition in an intraday of a dead cat rally. When you get that hard down move, quick up moves, then it can't even get through that resistance. NUE having a great day there, guys. So Steel doing amazing. Cliffs doing amazing. So take a look at that. That's doing really great. Former runner here, RKDA. I'm taking a look at this one. Was going to do like a long-term swing on this one. And this one's already ran significantly, about 31% from where I was looking at it. We were looking at it on the 21st. So we were looking at it right here on this candle when it started pushing. It's already up about 30% from that push.
All right, those Apple calls, you're up only about 4%. But if you sized in a little too heavy, now you're kind of panicking. Please, please, please go in and get out.
This one has been working well too lately. HDSN. So take a look at that one. BTU, yeah, something happened with that. It just flushed down there. That's why sometimes you got to look at the 15-minute. Needs to hold at 25.41 and recover. I don't know if there was some news or something that came out, but definitely it took a hard downturn there. MOS ripping today, guys. That's been one of the big movers in agricultural inputs and continuing to move today. There's the SPY heading down there. Going to start looking to maybe potentially add to my Tesla. Look at that thing. It's dropping like a tank.
All right, Apple went ahead and closed a 10-minute candle below VWAP. That means I'm going to go ahead and get out here, taking about a 20% loss on my Apple contracts, out at 99 cents. We got in at 123, out at 99. Let's take a look at what NVIDIA is. I'm going to stay in NVIDIA as it's above VWAP. Went ahead and added a contract at 198 on the NVIDIAs, 270. I will say with SPY being below VWAP, it is not a good sign for my calls. But since I'm near my risk off, I'm okay adding on NVIDIA.
All right. I will call utilities out. They're doing really well right now, guys. They're starting to move on up. I'll give you guys a shorter, a kind of a lower price name, NRGV. Do you like this setup? It would need to come back towards 1530s, then rip on up. We'll see what happens on that one.
My average on NVIDIA calls is 206, currently trading at 215 on the bid. And you can see NVIDIA bouncing off of VWAP beautifully in their SPY, trying to make a comeback. Apple may have shaken me out a little too quick, but this is exactly why I didn't want to give up on all of my call positions, only the ones that break the VWAP to the downside, which is exactly what Apple did on that 10-minute candle. Those SPY calls, you're up about 18%, so start closing out. As you can see, we're trying to test high of day here. We may get it or we may push out. We already took profits, but if you haven't, I would think about scaling out here. When do you consider holding and possibly rolling? Greg, I don't actually know the best rolling strategy. I'm not going to lie to you. I get in, I get out. I'm not the best person to roll. So I can't answer that for you, unfortunately.
I do that. I do sold and rolled when I am in profit and I still think there's more upside, but I don't want to hold the same contracts that I'm in. So a lot of times if I buy contracts that are, let's say, 30 days out, and over the course of 20 days or so, the stock makes the expected move that I have. If I still think there's some more meat on the bone, what I'll do is I'll actually sell the calls that I have. Let's say I sell them for a total of 1,000 profit, and then I reinvest maybe 500 or 600 of that into further dated higher calls so that I still have upside exposure, but I've at the same time locked in some of the gains from the initial trade. That's generally how I play those. I have to have a pretty good feeling that there's more upside to come in order to execute that strategy.
One of my favorite names that I've been talking about that most people don't know in steel is Steel Dynamics, STLD. So if you know those other ones like Cliffs and X and NUE, take a look at the move that's been put in Steel Dynamics. We've been watching this one since this breakout here in January 5th. And look at this thing. This thing's just been freaking a monster this year.
Nick, do you know what super chat, or excuse me, Mitch, do you know what super chat is that Nick is talking about?
Yeah. Let me check on YouTube. Sometimes we don't see them here on our platform.
I was gonna say I have no idea what
there
that
you
is.
go.
I've never seen that. So.
It's on YouTube. So do you think that Intel downturn coming shortly? INTC downturn coming shortly. Honestly, that's looking pretty bullish.
Yeah, I don't.
I think 50 is the important level, right? I mean, if you reject from 50, then you can kind of be like, all right. But I mean, today wouldn't be the day. I would wait for it to kind of fake out from that 50.
Femi at a spot at 254 here, which is interesting. That's ticker FEMY.
IMPP showing legs. I know that someone's been calling that out in our chat. Who's the person that's been talking about that all morning long? He's killing it probably now. That was, let me scroll up. I know that someone's been mentioning it all morning long. It's doing well. It's starting to get strong there. I'm just not going to take it because it's already gone, but.
There was 254 on Femi. That was silly of me not to take that.
Yeah, that IMPP definitely getting strong there, guys.
NVIDIA try to break highs at 266, about $1 away.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you what to do, Miss Whitehorse. Always make your own investment decisions. But do I like that look for net to come back down? You got a lot of bottoming action there. The key is you have your out above you. I think that's the important part, is to always know where your out is. And so if you look here, you see a lot of wicks up there towards 122.76. This time you didn't even get up to that level. You're rejecting from a little bit closer down towards 120. And so I understand why you would take that look, but like always, just make your own investment decisions there. And in software names, I kind of understand why you're looking towards the downside. I think those are the weakest when we go down.
All right, sorry, real quick, Zunaid. Femi has a recent $8 price target. Exactly. That is why that's the catalyst for today. I actually hit this exact stock yesterday for a pretty decent day trade right out of the open. But was this a SPAC, Mitch? I feel like you would know.
No, it's not. At least from what I know, and maybe it's a newer SPAC that I haven't caught on. But let me take a look at the daily chart. That will tell me all the time.
Yeah. Anyway, that was the catalyst. Right with the price target. Okay.
NVIDIA as it tests the highs here at 266. You're up about 22%. I'm going to take half my size off here at 254. Out 23%, half my size on NVIDIA. You can see the nice VWAP bounce. That's exactly why we took it. Apple faked me out, but that's okay because we still have NVIDIA and we still have SPY calls, so we're doing just fine.
All right, thinking about grabbing LAC for a second run around here at 33s. Just past 33s. Would want to get it back towards 33, but let me see if I can grab this here. Go for another round in LAC. I'm gonna look for a little pullback below VWAP, closer towards 32.80s right now. I think I've already missed that attempt. That was the last 5-minute candle. So I'd probably wait for 33s. Yeah, there it is. It's already pushing there. Just didn't watch it on the pullback there. It looked interesting though. Let's look at PLL. Starting to break down a little bit there. MP still pushing. Uber with the taxi move today, guys. So Uber pretty much saying that they said, you know, the cabbies, you can join the party. It's okay. You guys don't have to be mad at us anymore. So the taxi cabs joining Uber. So that's interesting run up there that we got in Uber earlier today. Earlier today, I did see it hold the 34.50 and then come right back on up. That's the level that we're looking at right now. So I'm going to look for what's called a reversal from a bearish pattern going into a bullish pattern above, let's say, 34.60s. It is setting up right now towards the downside, but I want to see it reverse and all of a sudden just catch a good volume pop through that big bar that you see here. Tesla trade working good now, guys. It's starting to come on down. Let's see if we can crack the 1,000 and just keep flushing down there in Tesla. I have my stop placed at break even, so I'm just like taking a look at it every now and then. It's become a swing trade, and I'm just going to keep swinging it. Gotta be a swinger sometimes.
Hey.
Facebook, baby. Trying to break through the 218s. That's actually bullish on the
Look
day.
at the
I didn't
RTS.
expect that. BBIG, did it just give away? Yeah, it just gave away.
Yeah, BBIG, that was disappointing.
Yeah, it looked
It
good.
looks
But
strong, but it just that's what this stock does. It's a heartbreaker.
Auto manufacturing, look for that. I'm thinking start breaking down here, especially if Tesla going to keep breaking down. Lucid starting to break down. FSR, let's see that. It's by VWAP there. NIO, I know was weak in the morning. Ooh, that was a nice pop there. And NIV to get short there. XPEV. Oof, same thing. Same look there. LI is the worst one, and that one's coming down fast there, guys. So take a look at the Chinese auto names. They're just getting hit hard there.
Mullen seems to be holding up.
BABA also could look for a breakdown here of 112s and look to see if we can continue breaking down. If you know there's a huge shadow right here that it could fill right back down here. Let's say filled out that shadow there, and that would be a good down move there. And BABA actually looks interesting. If I can get it back to VWAP, I would short, but I'm a little late here, so don't want to just jump in at the 113s. SPY trying to come back up through that level. It's really fighting to get above the 446. Can't really handle up there. Every time it's faded away from that level. In the pre-market also. There's some downside action. Going to start looking for some flush downs there. There's Apple starting to flush down there, guys. Starting looking for some shorts. Maybe just SQQQ. There you go. I'm going to look for a scalp on SQQ.
You've got BABA testing low of day here. NVIDIA bouncing again off of VWAP. This SPY really is not helping us out right now. But I will say this, on NVIDIA, we took half profits at 23%. Right now, you're at break even with an average price of 206. Get out if you feel like, hey, I just want to protect my gains.
Looking for retraces here to get long on SQQ.
All right, on Nikola, my order was 10.03 to buy. It's at 10.06 and it bounced. So I'm going to close it because that tells me, hey, the more it tries to knock, the least the odds are not in my favor, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel my Nikola buy. Did not get the position. Missed it by 3 cents. Come on, NVIDIA. Come on, baby.
Sing to her, man.
Trying to, man. Trying to.
I hear you. You got to play the flute. You know, just play the right tune.
Oh, come on.
Looking at this SQQ, now I'm going to start taking a shot here. As it's flushing down, I'm going to look for it to quickly reverse. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY is pushing, so let's see what happens here.
Come on.
That might help you, man. The SPY just flips really quick.
Yeah.
But look how quick these SPY flips are being. And those are big candles. That's not a small candle. It's interesting. It's definitely fighting to get up, but the question is, do we get that continuous push? SPY fighting.
IMPP going. Took out the highs there at 227. Actually, I think there was a spot earlier too at 225. This is still pushing here. Good volume. Not in it though.
Taking my shot here. I'm going to risk about $10 here. Really small trade here on SQQQ. Want to see the SPY just completely flip down and go red here through the open. The open was at 446.14. There we have a little test towards the high. Let's see if we get above 446.50s. I'm just keeping an eye on the SQQs. If it gets below 36.40s, we have to go ahead and get on out there.
What's going on, Dylan? Nice to see you. Welcome back.
Benzinga trying to channel its inner Alexander. I don't know who that is.
Oh man, said I don't even know who that is.
Am I supposed to know who that is? I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
I
the
have no
spy
idea what that
though.
means.
Ooh, mama. Instead of me
Out.
worrying about who the hell that person is, I'm gonna go ahead and get in. I'm gonna go start skilling out these spy calls. 280 is gonna take my next out here.
Out of SQQQs, lost like $13 there. Still in the green for the day, so not stressing it.
IMPP
LAC
big
was a
refresh
beauty.
seller here at 226.
LAC a beauty through 33, 38s. Could have grabbed 33s there. Hope someone's nailing that trade. Let's look at PLL. I'm going to look for that to reverse here and then start pushing. Yeah, I like that look. Try to get PLL here on a pullback towards, let's say, 70 13s.
All right, those NVIDIA contracts, you are now up 40%, scaling out quarter size of the original, which means half of what I have now, out here at 283 on NVIDIA. Yes, sir. Plan on staying in Apple for 2 minutes. Yeah, you went from a day trader to a swing trader, huh? Yeah, we've all been there, pal.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a shot here. I am not filled yet, but I'll let you guys know I'm looking at a YOLO right now. And I'm looking at NEGG.
Oh, this was on the scanner yesterday. Highly shorted, by the way.
That's why I'm looking at it. This would be kind of a meme play here, guys. So just be careful, guys. I'm not going crazy here, but I'm willing to put in the trade if I get filled here. Put out the contracts for the – I have an order out for the 550 literally weekly for tomorrow. So it's really cheap. So I'm just taking a shot on it. It's I think the bid's at 13 cents. I'm trying to get it at 15, but we'll see what happens here.
NVIDIA, you are up 50% on these calls. I swear, if you do not scale out here, do not be greedy. Please scale out at least half, if not more. What's up, buddy?
Don't listen to Zunaid there.
Just hold on.
You would sell there, not tell everybody to sell there, Zunaid.
This is not financial advice.
There you go. I'm going to help you out there so you don't get sued later and lose all that NVIDIA money.
If SEC wants to come after me because I made someone 50%, please, for the love of God, come after me. You're now up 64%. Sell.
Don't call out the SEC.
Come at me, SEC.
Mitch is loving
He's all by himself on that one.
I got the sheep with me, baby. I ain't going to be the one. I got another scapegoat here. You're up 70%. I'm going to click the button for you. Sell.
Made in India, not made by Mitch.
What?
Guys.
What did you put in your orange juice?
Not enough,
By the way,
man.
Where's Rohan? Rohan, you told me to stop buying calls. Baby, our SPY calls are up 27%. Our NVIDIA calls are up 65%. What's going on, man?
Dude, Zunaid, you didn't hear? Today is National Cocktail Day.
Boy, I did not know where you were going with that.
National Cocktail Day, bro. Go get a cocktail.
This chat turns into 4chan real quick. I've never been on 4chan.
Yeah, can someone explain to me what that is? I don't
is there
know
like
what
a
that
rated R version of Reddit? I don't really know what that is. And who the hell is Alexander that I was referring to before? I don't even know. Whatever. On a serious note, NVIDIA, you should start scaling out because look how extended this 10-minute candle is, right? I would not be surprised if we come back and test the 265s or even VWAP around 264 and then maybe try to take a play. What? Radar version of Reddit is a perfect way to describe
my
it.
coworkers, my coworkers that are Michigan fans, they're on cloud. That today is just going to be an absolutely huge day. So.
All right, so I like PLL, guys, but this is a clear example of a stock that I'd avoid. Why? Because there's a 40-cent spread on it. So as much as I want to get into PLL, the chart, the pattern, if it's a 40-cent spread, I'm not joining the party.
Alexander is a famous flutist from Detroit.
Dude, you don't know the flutist from Detroit, man? Come on, bro.
Boy, the only thing I know about Detroit is Benzinga and Detroit Pistons, and Eminem. And
that the Lions suck, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, we try to stay positive here.
You know what's so funny about hearing you guys say that is that Mitch, I'm disappointed in you because you were recently there. But Zunaid, when you go, you're going to learn so much about Detroit, and you're going to find so many cool things that go on in Detroit that you just don't know about. I was the same way. I was from Chicago. I viewed Detroit as the little brother, and I went there and I was like, wow, there is so much here that I had no idea. It's really cool. It's really cool. Mitch is right though. The Lions aren't very good.
No, they're not. And you've got Tesla, by the way, coming up against 1,000. I've already made beautiful money, so I'm not going to try to trade Tesla, but I'm just calling out for those of you that are interested in it. Look how Tesla tried to test VWAP after it closed below and just could not break it above. That's why you got to love the VWAP. We saw it act as support here on NVIDIA. You see it acting as resistance on Tesla, and you can see it kind of being in between here on SPY here as well. And there's Tesla coming down below 1,000.
Dude.
What?
No, nothing like you get a Jason text.
I mean, hey, I get it. All right, NVIDIA, you're up about 82%. I'm going to go ahead and close out some more. Literally one contract left just to kind of see how high I can sell this puppy. Let me tell you what my last out here is as soon as I can get filled. I am out at 385 on NVIDIA. We went ahead and bought this at a $1.98 at a 214. So our average was about 206. My second to last out is 385, baby.
Man, I missed that MRO channels trade, man. That's how you trade MRO. You wait till it breaks the channel and that thing comes back and roars. It does this so often, guys. So often where you see it break the channel, and then what happens? It goes all the way to the top of the channel. It breaks the channel again, all the way to the top of the channel. It breaks the channel. We're almost all the way to the top of the channel again. This is why you sometimes pay attention to those and you buy into weakness, especially a lot of the times for swing trading. I look for that all the time, looking for weakness in a chart that continuously, every time it gets weak, it comes back roaring.
Take care, Mrs. Whitehorse. Have a great one. We will see you again.
So CBX.
I'm going to close out a majority of my SPY remaining calls here. Just going to hang out to a couple, just lock it in gains here. My out on that is 272. Oh, damn, 272 and 263. That's weird. I got two different fills on those SPY calls.
Looking around, don't see a whole lot. It's been not as exciting in the morning as I'd hoped.
Tesla flushing now back below 1,000. Let's go. Let's go for all my Tesla shorter haters out there.
Hey, whoa. Relax.
Haters.
Right? Relax. Don't forget what happened last time you got too cute yesterday, okay?
Haters.
But yeah, Tesla is definitely flirting with that previous close around 999.11. I wouldn't try to buy Tesla unless it got to maybe around like the 980s or so. You can see how it kind of acted support right there.
Nick, you're killing it. Go, Nick. You take that money, man. Nah, it's okay. I mean, I don't hate Tesla here, guys. It's not like I'm saying it's going to zero, but
yeah, as you say, when you're a part of a trade, you want that excitement, baby.
Yeah, what can you say? Let's take a look at the airlines today. Are they crashing back down? Yeah, they actually look interesting for me. They're just tight right now. How's the SPY doing? Are we getting back down? Dude, this SPY.
Do you guys market order? Do you trade limit with contracts or shares? I, majority of the times, will limit my way out and on my way in.
Truth. Glad I canceled that NEGG.
I do both, Christian. I will often, I 99% of the time will limit order in, and actually probably 100%. I normally don't market order in. In some cases, when we're doing some of these small cap, range break, high of day break day trades, I will absolutely close that order with a market order. It is more important that after we pop and we start moving into profit, it is more important that I guarantee my fill rather than guaranteeing my price. On a trade like an investment or a swing, I'll use limit orders to get in and limit orders to get out. That's a slower pace trade. So I'll be able to pick my spots and guarantee my price rather than guaranteeing my fill, if that makes sense to you. And as far as options go, I pretty much only use limit orders. Options can have spreads and wider spreads and things of that nature. I pretty much only use limit orders on both the entry and the exit. I like to trade both. I would say in a perfect world, I would just trade stock. Options give me some pretty good leverage and allow me to define my risk ahead of time.
Real quick, I'm going to go and have GME. I'm going to have a little bit of fun. Literally one contract. GameStop 125 puts got filled at 405 as it's rejecting VWAP here. If it gets above 132, I'm out. Literally one contract for fun.
Perfect pattern there, guys. I hope someone was able to nail that out there. Look at it on the one. That's as pretty as it gets there. I was thinking about jumping in there, 3650s, but I wouldn't have been able to talk about it there. Would have just jump in, look for the push for the 50s and holding towards the low of this candle here, which is 3640s, looking for the push back up there through the high. The high is 3658. Well, not the high right here on this kind of first breakout here. So look for that to continue there. We'll see what happens there. There you go. Gold starting to come back there, starting to recover. I'm going to actually look for GOLD here to go long here. Let's see if I can grab it here. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like that look. I'm going into it here. The rule of 3 playing into me here. Going to go ahead and try to get GOLD to get back above the VWAP there. Looking for it to get back above 2466. Starter on here. Let's see if it gets back up here. If it just flushes through 55, we'll get out.
That GameStop contract literally just won is up about 17%. I'm not going to lie. I won about 40 to 50% on this. So I'm going to hold on to it. But I bought it at 405. Now it's trading at 450 on the bid. So that means I can get out for about $45. Literally just one contract for fun. Which is why I'm okay giving it a little bit of wiggle room to do what it wants to do. And now, if the SPY comes back and closes below VWAP, I would love that.
Looking for a push above VWAP and then a throwback to VWAP to add, and then I'll start lining up here GLD for a bigger trade. Tesla doing great here now, guys.
Speaking of doing great, look at the CLF.
Yep. That Cleveland Cliff.
This is just an absolute monster.
Monster.
We talked about this as an infrastructure play. Mosaic, too. We talked about Mosaic on a potential day trade when it was 50. We have 71 points today.
Yeah, this is the agricultural inputs that most people just don't even know.
Yep.
They just don't. They probably have never even heard of MOS in their life.
Yep.
I mean, some sectors that have been moving this year have potentially never been traded usually by active traders. Like usually you don't see active traders hanging out in basic materials. Let's just be honest. You usually see a longer term type of traders, swing traders, commodity traders that are kind of bigger time traders. But this has been something that has changed. And this is why you always got to adapt with the market. Honestly, I mean, if you've been trading the basic materials, you've probably been killing it.
All right, there's GME up 26% on those contracts. There's low of day on GameStop.
There you go. Get that short.
Boom.
Evil.
And this is yesterday's low too, right? So a break here probably means more of a leg down.
Yeah. All right, let me go ahead and go full here. We got GME here. You talked about it. Now you've seen a little bit of bearish activity come in on Tesla in terms of puts. But yeah, the low yesterday, you're looking at about 126.50. So if it breaks 126, and you can see, look at this, would ya? So 2 days ago, you've got it as resistance right over here. What happens next time we come back? That resistance then acts as support right over there. So wonderful how that works. And at the moment, it's also acting as support. So if this breaks 126 or so, yeah, we coming down. Bang.
Bomb. I'm glad I cut that YOLO. I said, yeah, what are you doing, Mitch? Cancel.
NVIDIA time is short. I'm not shorting anything unless it's below VWAP or at a psychological number up top. So for me, no.
NTR, another fertilizer play. Yes, Gary Morris, I like it. Like to mention there, agricultural input, NTR.
Omar says NVIDIA looks like a nice long to me. Well, I hope you played it off the VWAP when we did about maybe 20 minutes ago. Now, yeah, a little decent risk reward. Let's see what the SPY is at here. SPY's near VWAP as well.
All right, just added there in GOLD, guys. Added there in GOLD. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see the gold, baby. You guys know it. What do I say, guys?
Square dropping.
Gold. We'll see what happens there.
Nice to see you, Gary.
GOLD taking off there. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, I've got my limit order out there at $5.85 on GME. Again, I bought this at 405 right when it was testing VWAP. I've got a limit order out to sell it at where did it just go? At 585. Again, just one contract. It might pay for a dinner here. Oh, my personal trainer sessions. Lord knows I need that.
They ain't cheap, right?
No, dude. Thankfully, I found
man.
like a decent one. I pay about $35 for half an hour, give or take.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Trying to step it up in that department. Gotta get the flex game on.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to drop 5% body fat in 2 to 3 months if I can.
I got you, dude. Just call me.
You got the hookup? You got the pill? What's up?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, dude. I got you,
I
bro.
need to learn how to eat breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. So look, here's the thing, right? Please interrupt me if there's a trade.
No,
But here's something personal for me. I have not had breakfast as a lifestyle for the past maybe 10 to 15 years of my life. Like I just don't eat breakfast. But now my personal trainer's like, hey, for your metabolism, this, that, you got to like start eating breakfast and start getting calories because you're working out. And I'm like, how do I tell my brain it's okay to eat breakfast? You know what I mean? Like that's literally what I'm battling with psychologically right now is like eating breakfast.
I'll tell you.
Realize that your brain is under your control and you don't give it the power. Very simple.
So, Zunaid, I will tell you right now what I live
What's up?
off in the mornings. I live off of these right here, dude. Because I can't eat in the morning either.
Is that Nutter Butter? Not Nutter Butter. Is that Nature Valley? There it is.
Nature Valley cashew, baby.
So you have that for breakfast?
Yeah, I just have some of those, some nuts, just to at least get my stomach started. But eventually I'll go and I'll eat a big lunch. But I agree with you. I suffer from that I can't eat that early.
So you guys that struggle to eat in the morning, I'm with you on that. Unless it's been like a long night the night before.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, I don't like having like a big breakfast.
Yeah.
Fruit is going to be your key, right? Fruit is easy to get down in the morning. It's why you see me with a smoothie every morning, because I basically put a whole bunch of really healthy stuff into a blender and I blend it up and I throw some almond butter in there, so it makes me feel full. It's much easier for me to drink my breakfast than eat it. I do a smoothie and coffee pretty much every day. Today I did plain Greek yogurt with some wild blueberries.
Yeah, I feel like I need to start being an adult because I don't have bagels. I've actually I think I've had maybe 3 bagels in my life.
How are you even alive?
I know. Listen. I've never had a full cup of coffee. I've had maybe 3 to 4 bagels in my life. I've never had mac and cheese more than a spoon because we wanted to try it. I've never had a hot dog.
I've
never had mashed potatoes.
Lived, frankly. I hate to even be a jerk.
I mean, I'd say I was made in India and raised in the U.S., but like, pizza is pretty much what I grew up eating. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll tell you one that's flipping here that was a squeeze. It was iRobot turning around there, guys. So just be careful there.
What is it? IRBT, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. You got it, man.
I'm not gonna lie. It makes me feel good when I can guess tickers. It's like, yeah, you're a junkie if you know the tickers just off of the name.
Yeah, it's surprising how many tickers you learn and how many things you learn in the stock market. You'd be surprised.
Zunaid needs to start a bucket list. Yeah, look, my friends say I'm a picky eater. I'm like, no, I'm simple. Chicken and beef. What it do, baby? You know what I mean? Hey. Beets are my go-to with the cherry flavored drink, mixed blood flow beast.
Beets literally make me gag and dry heave.
Yeah, the only beets I've ever had is beets made by Dre.
I can't even be around them. It's not bad.
If Dre ain't the one making the beats, I don't want it. LOL shorting bagels. No, you should go long because now I need to buy some so the demand's going higher.
Still holding here on GLD, trying to get a push towards that 24.85 to take the first profit. That would be a big gainer for us, guys. I've been paying attention to this gold trade.
My bad. You said GLD. Let me throw that up somewhere here. GLD.
Yeah, and also be careful on that NVIDIA short. I know that a lot of people were looking at it, but I drew the trend line and doesn't look short until it breaks the trend, the VWAP for me. I would definitely avoid right now, my personal opinion, below VWAP first.
Yep. No question about it. Look how it bounced off of VWAP, which is when we played it 30 minutes ago. Did it again.
There's no reason why. Yeah,
for you to go short unless it's below.
You know, one of the things, and it happens to me sometimes, guys, I don't mind getting long, like very close to that VWAP, but I don't want to be getting long all the time off the bottoms because that's just, it's just a recipe for disaster. One of the things that I see happen often is traders try to get into the trade before the setup has actually set up. And so they try to front run the setup. And I think this is how a lot of traders end up doing over trading. And it doesn't mean that you're doing it specifically out there if you're listening, but it's just more along, I'm just trying to talk the process there. And I see that happen all the time.
Remember those GME calls or puts that were up about 25%? Yeah, now they are at break even.
I'll give you a perfect example here, guys. So SQQQ was one that I got stopped out today, and a lot of that was me just jumping in a little bit early, jumping in before the setup.
Guys, wow.
You got a mover?
Yeah, but I'm not in it. LILM, and it looked like there are other traders on this. It actually looked like 47 was the, or excuse me, 37 was the spot. There was a refresh seller there. As soon as they cleaned out 437. This thing pushed higher, went all the way to 450. I actually think this probably goes higher from here. I'm not in it, and I actually need for this to set back up. It happened fast. They took the entire thing.
Really clean on the 5 minute. I like the 5 minute pullback to 430s here, or 429. And so if you look here on the 5 minute chart, it's really clean. Look, you see that nice pattern? I'd look for a pullback to this high. So a throwback towards the 9 EMA, and then for it to continue. We'll see what happens on that one. It's not a bad one. I think it had the good pop. I'd actually look for a throwback. I wouldn't be jumping into the 450s, but that's always up to you to determine.
Drop the Twitter Spaces link again. Make sure you guys click on that. Set a reminder so you can hang out with Ryan and I at 1 o'clock.
What?
450 is a new spot here.
Hey, ask the chat if it's showing up, because sometimes links don't show up. I have it blocked, so.
I gotcha. Well, I'm a mod, so I should be able to push it through.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. You should have been able to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to be like, yo, you've been posting up this link all day.
and ain't nobody show up and hang out with us? Yeah,
nah, man. Hey, guys, go hang out. I even listen to these guys while I'm doing a little work in the background. So definitely go check out that Twitter space. And check out our other Twitter spaces, guys. We've been trying to do some more content on there. So definitely smash the like.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the thing. If you do join in for that, let us know what you want to see, what you want to hear, what do you want to be talked about. As Mitch was just saying, we're trying out more and more Twitter spaces, and we want to do what you guys want to hear. We want to talk about what you guys are trading and what you want to hear. So any feedback is going to be much appreciated on those.
Absolutely, no question about it. GME, baby, come on, just reject a little bit. Just come on and look at this though, right? We drew this yellow cute little highlight because of the support and resistance that it's been acting as for the past 3 sessions. And look, bounced right off of there. That's why we needed to break.
All right, guys, I will let you guys know that we are getting into the 3rd round of our Benzinga Best Stock Bracket of 2022. We'll be talking about that just coming up in about 3 minutes at 10:30. So stick around, guys. We're going to keep it going. Smash that like. I want to see where we're at on the like department. Looks like we're only at 165 likes. I'm about to shut this stream down.
Rohan, to answer your question, VWAP is my favorite indicator.
Guys, smash that like. Come on, guys. I can't have this. You guys want me to get fired? Come on. CGC, Tilray, and Kron. Someone's getting high.
VWAP is my
favorite. Are those stocks getting high right now? I didn't even see. No, they're all down. I was going to say I didn't see cannabis making.
They're coming off their high.
I like
I
it.
see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I like it.
Oh boy.
Hey, they got put on hold, guys. They call that a tea break.
I need to get a haircut.
Yeah, Tilray looks horrible. That's such a trappy candle yesterday. Look at this, guys. Look at this daily candle. That's how you get trapped a lot. When you get those gaps on up to resistance, be careful. There's huge resistance here at 6 and 5.99. Look how we went above that yesterday. Yeah, we cleared the 630, but what did we close at? 582. And so just be careful at moments like that, guys. A lot of times you'll get that intraday action to get you through the resistance, but you want to see a close above resistance to show you that strength. All right, looking for one more push in gold to sell my first bit of shares here, and then I'll look to keep pushing. Tesla's honestly making us the most money on the day so far. And it's only one share, guys.
Props to you for swinging that short. I definitely would not have because I'm too scared. But I'm glad you made it happen. That's awesome.
Well, I also limited the damage, right? that's the truth there, Zunaid. It wasn't like a home run type of swing. It wasn't
like in terms of how many shares you got?
Exactly. So
yeah. I mean, no, still though. That's
sometimes you gotta just take the trade. Sometimes I think, especially when you're a beginner trader, I think it's more important to worry about execution of your planning than to be worried so much about the results. And so what I'd say for those traders out there is limit the damage, guys. If you limit your damage, you can play this game with as little as one share. I did a video on this called one share trading, and why I think one share trading is better than paper trading is that you finally get the skin in the game. It's not a lot of skin, but you know that you're actually trading the shares. Like you're actually buying and selling them, right? Like it's actually going through the market. I think this is very important for new traders to do, especially if you're just starting out and you're trying to execute a system. Don't go based on the results of money. Go how good can you execute that system?
Yeah.
And then that's why I think the one share thing helps. Of course, you're going to get better fills with one share because, I mean, it's just one share. But this helps you to actually think about it. And in your mind, you know, okay, I'm actually trading here. It might not be for a lot of money. It might not even be for any money at all. I might lose like 2 cents, 5 cents on a losing trade. But what you're doing here is you're trying to work the system and not trying to work the results.
Yeah, you're trying to polish a process, right? Mm-hmm. That's exactly what you're trying to do, and that's a smart way to do things. Thing about paper trading is when you have nothing on the line, you're not actually practicing with any type of emotional.
Just got out some there. Why? High day, baby. Let's do it. Nice. That's what we were looking for. There you go. Just sold there some at high day. Now we let it work.
Stacks. When you lose 50K from one share. Listen, if you lose $10,000 even from trading one share, call me so I can go against you every single time.
Yeah, I want to fade you, bro.
Yeah, let me know. Fade yourself. Ain't that right, Ryan?
If you ain't fading, you ain't trading, right? Is that what they say? No, but definitely one share trading, I think it's important, guys. It's like, let's say like you recommend sometimes you need like the one share contract. Mm-hmm. Like don't go crazy, right?
Just
like
one contract.
Just kind of just get the skin in the game, start learning how the game works. It's important. I mean, I'll tell you guys that I've seen so many traders that go from paper to big money. And what do? They just give that big money right back. They were awesome paper traders, not awesome big money traders. Yeah. And so one thing you realize there's a step in between, I think. So maybe going from paper to one share, then to 10 shares, then to 100 shares, then moving up the ladder. Don't always try to just push your levels to the extreme because the pressures come in, guys. And once the pressures get you, they eat you alive, man.
I use VWAP on the 10-minute usually. Everything that you see on my chart, all 4 things are on the 10-minute.
I do.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Ryan.
You can say Jeff D saying Ryan is in the zone. Ryan just missed TCAT on a break of 280, right? So TCAT right here. Totally set up at 280, moved through it too quick, went all the way to 292. Might even go higher here. It's actually holding pretty well up here around 290. So you see this huge volume pour in here. This is what did it. This right here is what we're waiting for. As soon as this volume came in, we snapped at a high a day. We pushed here. I'm not in it, unfortunately. Still waiting for that to come back.
Hey, power to you, Buffalo by Bicycle. You know you call that? That's called money, baby. That Cleveland Cliff is still going on up. That thing just doesn't want to go away. The money stacks just falling down from the tree, from the steel tree there. So definitely not a bad one. I say you flex on that iron, steel, baby.
Hey, looks like me out there.
I see you, Zunaid.
You know, once I eat breakfast, then that'll be me.
T-Cat, keep going.
Can I post a one share video? Yeah, that was back when I was in beginner trading. I don't even know if it still exists. It might have gotten taken down, but let me see. I'll try to find it right quick.
Apple
All right.
big pop and a candle there.
And there's GME. I'm gonna go ahead and
SPY making a move towards highs as well.
yes, it is. If GME breaks this 132, it's gonna make me sell. Don't do it. Don't be a jerk.
Daniel said, I went through a bad run. I literally started going the opposite way of what I thought and got myself back in the green. We call that the George Costanza approach, when he just does the opposite of everything that he instinctually thinks of. We've all been there, man. We've all been there. There was a period earlier in this January where I had like 12 or 13 unsuccessful day trades in a row, and it's just like, what on earth is going on? And then right behind that, couple of weeks behind that, or a couple of days right after that, you just make it all back. So it is what it is. You're always going to have to be adjusting in this business.
And you can't make it all back unless you still have capital, right? And that's why, you know, kind of like what Mitch was saying earlier, make sure you get out and live to 500. I'll give you a perfect example. Yesterday, Mitch shorted Tesla. He lost money on it, but he saw his risk. He got out when he said, hey, this trade was not working. I was wrong. Then when it set up for him again, he was able to get back in because he still had enough capital to make that trade happen, and he was able to make his money back. So you can always get back in the position.
T-Cat, man, this one sucks. Totally missed this. Had this totally figured out and just too slow on it. And it just ran away from you. Through 3 now here. I think 313 is your next spot.
LAC still performing well there. Could have literally got the VWAP 3 times here and made great gains on each time. Each time, 4-to-1 trades. This is the important thing. I think when you're going after VWAP bounces, you have to know that if you have a good risk to reward, if it's like less than 2-to-1, I really try to avoid those VWAP bounces. I don't know about you, Zunaid, if you kind of take that into in your effect when you're looking at the VWAP, but for me, 4-to-1 trades is what I think is the best, at least what I've seen in my data. And so that's what I try to stick to. I look to make sure that I'm going to make 4 times the reward for 1 time of the risk. So let's say if I'm risking about 10 cents, I need to make 40 cents on the upside to give myself that probability and keep myself in the mathematical advantages.
Yeah. I've got to get ready for a meeting with Spencer, so I'm going to go ahead and close out this GME contract. I went ahead and got out at 362, in at 405. So I lost about $40, even though I was up at 20% when I'm 1 point. That's totally fine. Here's NVIDIA approaching my line of 270. So great job if you were in that trade. Great bounces off of VWAP as well. I was going to say something else, and I can't remember. Oh, dropping the link to the Twitter Spaces one more time. Join Ryan and I. Set the reminder at 1 o'clock. In just a few hours, we'll talk stocks, trading, all that good stuff. And I'll see all of y'all on Monday. And I might stream on my Twitch just some charts and stuff. So if you guys want, follow me. I'll throw the link up later on. But I'm going to go hang out with Spencer for about 5 minutes. See you guys later.
Asking if it's pronounced data or data. I'm going to say data because of Star Trek. Character data. I'm going to go with data.
I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I say it both ways, I think. Now that I think about that, I say it both ways. Nice to hear from you, Phil.
It's good to see you guys in the chat enjoying it. Now I'm going to bring in here, guys. I'm going to throw up the link here. If you guys want to join in on the March, on Benzinga's March Madness fun here. So throwing up the link here. Everybody can join on in. Everybody can vote. So don't feel like if you have to know about March Madness. This has to do with stocks, not March Madness, guys. So it's just kind of a way that we're going through it. And really what we're doing here is voting for like kind of favorites, right? What do you like? So I'm going to zoom in here so that we can see the charts a little bit better here. But definitely it's interesting. You could see our first round, we had Tesla versus HYZN. Of course, 91% voted for Tesla there. Now Tesla's actually worked through even LI, now down to MULN versus Tesla. So you got there the meme stock there. A lot of people calling out that MULN versus Tesla. What do you vote for? Or Google versus Apple there on the downside there. Looks like we're at the Elite Eight, or no, we're in the Final Four, right? Yeah, Final Four here. So you can see GM versus Ford. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already going to vote Ford, baby. But when I go into Tesla, MULN, since I want Tesla to go down today, I'm going to go MULN. And then we're going to go vote here for Google and Apple. I would have to say I'll be a Google fan. I'm not the biggest Apple fan, but that's just what you guys know me as. Microsoft versus Amazon. I'll let Ryan choose to vote. What do you think here? Microsoft versus Amazon.
Gosh, I gotta go Amazon. I gotta go Amazon.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
71% said Amazon. They agree with you, man. And 85% went Apple over Facebook. You can see Facebook, no one likes that one. Google is actually in the battle right now, 42% to 58% Apple. We'll see what happens with that one. Tesla definitely taking the lead like always. I mean, Tesla's one of the most searched tickers. But look at his GM and Ford vote. 66% going Forward, 34% going GM. Where are the GM guys at? Because I know they get a little hot about this topic. We'll see what happens out there, guys. Definitely check this on out. You guys can vote. I'll throw up the link one more time. Definitely one of the things
sponsored by?
Yeah, one of the things this is by Public, guys. So if you guys want to check out public.com, you guys can check that out. Just go ahead and go towards the link here. I'll throw it up in the chat there. Need to put the HTTPS there, but I hate doing all that. But there you go, public.com there. You go ahead and join there, guys. And one of the things about public.com is that you guys, it's an investment platform where you can build modern day portfolios your way, invest in stocks, ETF, cryptos, all in one place. So check it out, guys. Public link here. I actually got the link here. Make it easier. Check this out, guys. Click that link and get on over to it. And like always, guys, check on out Public and get the vote in. I want to see what you guys vote. I'm going to be checking this out tomorrow to see. The vote is for the final is going to be between March 27th and 30th. So next week it's going to be really fun to see who wins here. All right, let's go back towards our trading action here. And what are you seeing out there, Ryan? You got about 1040 now.
Yeah, it's just this TCAT thing. I mean, I'm trying it just because like I feel like I've missed it a few times. I'm long at 3 on a break here. We'll see if we end up pushing up here. We'll see. I feel like I already missed it. That's my biggest problem.
All right, big orders going through there on GOLD. I'm trying to see if it's going to hold this 2480s pullback. If not, I might just take it out at 2480s just to take us a nice win on the day.
Not in TCAT at the moment. We'll see if that sets up again. It's back and forth. Here we're gonna go. Now we're gonna go higher. That's all I had to do was sell it, Mitch. That's all I had to do.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to answer Umar earlier. Umar, you only need to ask once. You don't need to ask 6 or 7 times and just copy and paste the entire same comment. KC, we pretty much view this as junk. This is a day trading vehicle. At best, we traded this when it was on the scanner. We traded this using level 2, seeing where the highs of day were going to break and things of that nature. No one is interested in holding this overnight. No one really believes in the story here. Sell it. I think it's junk.
Do they do this every month or just this month? It's just for this month, the vote, but it was kind of a March Madness kind of thing.
TCAT, guys. 318 highs. This thing's moving. This thing might set up again. We've got humongous volume on TCAT here. Let me switch off this junk stock here.
There's always a junk stock or two.
Yeah. Well, TCAP might even be a junk stock too. That's the other thing. This is an NFT play, but the volume flow is here. And I mean, we're talking about short-term intraday day trades here. So we're going to trade where the flow is. Flow is absolutely in TCAT right now.
All right, we got the SPY breaking down below VWAP. No, it bounced off the VWAP. I wanted to see if the SPY was going to start breaking down because I'm wondering if I still hold my Tesla trade, right? I mean, the overall market is going to keep going up. I got to be careful because I feel like it's going to push it eventually. So I'm paying attention to it. We'll see what happens if I take some profit.
Greg, you're welcome. I didn't make you. You pressed the buttons and you did it, but congratulations, man. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
I actually like that look right now, guys. It's reversing from a bearish look, trying to get into bullish sense, and it's actually a decent pullback holding the 9 EMA, so it doesn't look too bad there. Actually, you know which one I actually like a little bit better here? I'm gonna actually do a swing trade here, guys. Let's do a swing trade. We haven't done a swing trade in a little while here. We're gonna go for Platinum Group here. Keeping a close eye on gold. I'll get out if it gets below 2480s. But looking at this PLG here, guys, PLG is a platinum group metals. Why do I like this? Look at the daily chart and how we're going sideways, but we had a huge pop in volume. Now we're getting that decline of volume. I don't think this is showing that shorters are jumping on here. I feel like this is a building up position here. Above this 236, it could get strong up there towards 279s. And that would be a nice 20% push there towards that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and try to line up a trade in this. I'll let you guys know if I do get the fill. This is going to be smaller share size. Always when I use my swing trading, I'm using about a fifth of my normal, like, let's say, day trading size. And why do I do that? Is because I give myself more room in swing trading. A lot of that's going to be, yes, it's going to be lower gains, but it's going to give myself an ability to get around the volatility. This is my real bread and butter, guys. You know, I can do day trading and I can make some gains, but a lot of times what ends up happening in day trading is that you got to know when to come in and out of the environment. Right now, it's been a great day trading environment, but a lot of times that turns around and then you get stopped out a lot of times in the volatility. So right now, we'll see what happens on this PLG. I'm willing to take a shot here. Let's see what happens if I do get the fill, and I'll let you guys know.
David, nice trade on TCAT there at highs again. Looks like it's going to continue. You know, I'm actually starting to look for sympathy plays at this point to TCAT. One of them is HOFV. That's actually one that we've interviewed the CEO here on, or we've broken exclusive stories. So be interesting to see if HOFV can go. There was another one too. I think it was DLPN. Ooh, actually, HOFV getting some serious volume here at 124. Let's see if it can take out 125. This one's moving. Here we go. HOFV moving now, guys.
Squeeze potential there. Yeah, it just got a lot of the volume there.
Yeah, huge volume here. I think if we take out 126, 127, we might pop. Interesting. So that's what we were saying. So that was a great trade there, David. We're looking at this point, looking for sympathies, although TCAP might still be in play the rest of the day. Let's see if HOFV can take out 126. Huge volume stick right here.
Yeah, that's a lot of volume there. I'm going to stay away from it, but you guys have some fun if you guys want to nail that down. All right. You guys smash the like, guys, on out there. If you guys are enjoying it, what's your entry on that, Mitch? Which one, Black? I just want to make sure that I tell you the right one, but gold testing down towards 2485s. We'll see if it breaks through the 80s. If it does that, I'll just go ahead and I'll get on
DLPN. Thank you, Hex Pony. That was the other one I was trying to think of. Thank you for the assist.
I got that PLG, but it looks like, I'm not gonna lie, someone's jumping in there with me, guys. I'm gonna be as clear as can be, guys. I am not here to pump or dump anything, guys. I'm here to tell you guys how my process is and how I would attack some swing trades. So always make your own investment decisions, guys.
Yeah, feel you on that.
I can see people. If you're a good tape reader,
all right, boom, there we go. Now we'll check out DLPN.
Let's get you in there. DLPN, there you go. Boom.
DLPN highs. Well, I think we might have hooked a theme here, if you will. Theme me up, Scotty. Theme me up.
Another one that I'd give a look to. Why? Because it's making an hourly pullback, can come back roaring, is BKKT. Sometimes they trade very similar here. Look how this went sideways, pulled back towards that hourly trend, but then creates a huge wick here. If it can get back towards that 733s today, it could get roaring. This is one of those really trappy types of charts, so just be careful. But I'll be watching that BKKT.
128 now on HOFV, setting up here. Refresh seller too. Let me see. There was a question that David is asking, what happens if you make more day trades in your account than 3 for the week? Well, I assume that you're under the PDT. So if you're under 25,000 and you make more than 3 day trades in a week, your count is restricted to closing trades only for 90 days. You need to maintain a balance of 25K or higher in order to have no day trade limit.
All right, what I would tell you guys to do that is, David, look into getting multiple accounts there. Splitting up the money is going to help you out.
Yep. Yep.
And if you're trading options, one thing you might want to do is call your brokerage and make it a pure cash account. But you gotta. What I would recommend, David, there is when you get accounts, call your brokerage. Tell them about how you trade and what benefits they can offer you. This is what a lot of traders never do. They never even talk to their brokerage. Call them. Let them know, hey, this is how I trade. What do you guys have to offer that this guy doesn't? This guy, Trader John, you're absolutely crazy, man. I love you for that one, but look who's out of the toilet.
Why am I out of the toilet?
You got flushed, baby.
Oh, take that.
Whoa. Have you seen NVIDIA? There's no way anybody's flushing me right now. Okay.
That's what happened. My man said, I'm coming back for them stacks.
Yo, hell yeah. My meeting with Spencer was quick. I saw you guys are still on. Bro, NVIDIA, I'm selling my last contract here, even though I should, kind of let this play out. But if you made money on NVIDIA, we need you to tag us on Twitter. Let us know. Email jason@benzinga.com. Let them know you love the show.
Out there, guys, out there in GLD, could hold on to this, but just taking the profit there. It cracked the 80s for a second there. I'm out.
If you traded NVIDIA, I need you to grab a drink. For me, it's water.
Get that cocktail.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna take a shot right here. Wait, hold on, real quick.
That's smart. That's smart.
We're gonna take a shot.
Smart shot. Smart shot.
Why am I full screen? Thank you. That makes me so anxious.
Are you actually taking a shot at 10 o'clock in the morning?
I'm taking
a water. I'm taking a water.
That's not, what on earth?
Look at Ryan. He was like, dude, these guys that I'm here at Benzinga with.
I was getting ready for Zunaid to start some day drinking. He just threw water all over his beard. I mean, it's just, there could have been so much there.
Well, so along with mashed potatoes, I've actually never had a sip of alcohol either. So, we got to start small. We got to start small, and that with smart water here. But yeah, now my beard's wet, so I got to go take care of that. I'm not good at this shot drinking thing. I'm
not good at shotgunning water. Is that what you just said? That's what I heard. I hope that's not what you said.
Maybe that's what I'll have for breakfast. Just a shot of tequila.
I don't know if that's going to help you. I'm not gonna lie.
They say in the morning it's more like a Bloody Mary kind of thing,
Oh,
hey, Nick,
man.
Nice trade on NVIDIA, man. Way to go, Nick. Nick, you've been killing it since you came in here. I'm glad.
Let's go, Nick. Let's go.
Way to go, dude.
Way to go, pal. Way to go.
All right, guys. It's about 10:51. If you guys want us to stick around and get past 11, we need a crap ton of likes today, guys. We only got about 297. We need 200 more likes to stay on past 11. We got about 10 minutes for that. So smash up the like. Over 700 people in here. So, hey, support us, guys. Hit that like button.
Is it typed to short NVIDIA up here? I say no, but I'm curious as to why you believe it is.
Let's take a look. Oh, hell no. That's a crazy one, man. I don't
No
like
reason to
shorting.
short it.
Yeah, I don't like shorting stocks that are popping, man. The only way I do that is if it's like beyond extended on the daily. Like we're talking about that thing's up like 200, 300% or something like that. But it's just dangerous there.
I mean, look, here's a beautiful thing, man. We say this time and time again. Support can act as resistance then becomes support. Look at this. The resistance was about 270 on NVIDIA. You can see that yellow line's been there since God knows when. Broke above it, came back, held the support, missed it by about 60 cents. Is acted as support. Let me see why I even have that line if I can figure that life out. Nope, I can't. That's okay. But you can see that line has been there for a few days now, and that's going to act as support. So if you're trying to get in long, the closer to 270, the better. But the best way to get in terms of risk reward is that 266, which is currently VWAP on my 10-minute on TradingView.
All right, I'm trying a little at TCAT at 320 here. It looks like it's going to try to take out 328.
TCAT.
It's moving, but man, is it back and forth. I'm gonna stop it right. Oh, right as I cut it, it started moving up again. All right, we're gonna watch for a high at daybreak here on TCAT. I got 330, and then I should have just held it. I'm actually over trading at this point, but this one is clearly where the eyeballs are. Volume here is enormous. This is what we're gonna try to do.
I love it.
All right, material is doing well today, guys. Up about 1.5. Silver up about 3%. Steel about 2.39. So definitely another good day in basic materials.
I wonder. Yeah, I was just gonna say TCAT jumping, Ryan. Missy, it's jumpy, man. It's jumpy, and I'm easily shaken from this. I'm sorry to say, but see this pull. Okay, so we were just trading around 327. We're pulling all the way back to 313. Bid now 317. That pull is what I was trying to avoid. That pull is exactly what I was trying to avoid. So we'll see if we actually take this out. It is jumpy though.
All right, like LTHM here, that one's looking interesting there. Just popped back through. The VWAP would be an entry and risk off of 24.84s. Would look for an entry at 25. It's already pulled back there, a low of 24.97, so it could just pop through this 25.06. LTHM, another lithium player, doing well today. That PLG, that platinum group that I mentioned earlier, it's already been going on up. I don't know if it's because everybody jumped in the party with me, but we'll see what happens on that platinum group. That's a swing trade. We're all gambling addicts. No, man. I just like to
Whoa.
I just like to make money.
On. I'm a calculated.
There goes TCAT.
Whatever.
I'm sitting on the bid at 27, and it went right through it.
I'm joining you here.
This is tough to trade. This is tough to trade. I don't want to make it seem like it's easy. But man, does this look like this wants to go?
Yeah, I'm in here with you on Trade Station at 323, taking a
I'm
profit.
not in it right now.
You missed it.
Nope, I've been in and out of it a couple of times. I'm not in it right now.
Well, if you want to throw mine up real quick, Mitch.
Yeah, I got
I'm
you.
here at 323.
You have to share your screen before we throw anything up. Zunaid.
Look at that. Look at the rookie that I am.
Let him know. Let him know,
Rookie that
right?
I am.
So what we gotta do, Mitch. I mean,
All right, look, you can see on TCAT 300 shares at 323. Take profit at 340. The stop loss is below $3. We'll see what ends up happening. Shout out to Ryan for calling this one out.
yeah, this one has been moving quite a bit. Missy is on this too. Love that the chat is involved right here. Get involved. That's what I love to see. Get involved.
Oh, there he goes, and there's my profit. Took it.
Told
Sweet.
you. And this has been all over the place. I mean, like, oh man, this is fun. This is fun.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is anyone else having fun making money out there? I mean, are you guys having fun or no? Okay, I see one hand up there. It's two. TCAT, more highs here. I need this to pull back.
We drinking tonight. Today.
Man, Ruel to literally, if this was a baseball game, Ruel would have literally made contact with the ball on the screws and driven this out of the stadium. It's
Let's
not
go.
gambling when you apply education and knowledge. It's only gambling when you're YOLOing around. Now, Zunaid, that's
so
put down at what you're talking about.
Zunaid's gambling.
Nope. That's not what I'm trying to say. Zunaid applies education and knowledge to his YOLOs. It's the risk reward that he's doing. But
Yeah.
Ruel, man, you're hitting it right on the head right here.
Come at me, bro.
If you notice, if you recognize patterns and you learn how to trade those patterns, you're already using knowledge to put yourself in a better position. You don't know that a particular pattern is going to be 100%. We don't know that about anything. But if you're learning how to play odds, if you're using that information, if you're using that knowledge to refine your process, you're doing it right. Ruel, you're exactly right, my man.
Guys, I have to say, I have to give a shout out here. We just got probably one of the, at least for me, I'll definitely say I'm happy to see a comment like this. Anne-Marie Band here. Great job, guys.
Oh, Anne-Marie. By the way, Anne-Marie, you want to talk about quality options traders.
Did you catch her yesterday?
Unbelievable.
Did you catch her yesterday on the boot camp? She gave an awesome strategy. I got to say, guys, there's not many times where I listen to like strategy talk and I get like to the point where I check out the strategy. I checked out that strategy yesterday.
What time was she on? I got to go look back at it now.
Guys. It works. Go check that out, guys. There's not many
times. Do you know
times.
what time she was on at?
Well, guess what? You can't get it now, Zunaid. You got to go ahead and pay up. Pay up.
Look, I know a guy. Hey, Ryan,
you
listen.
Watch it live, man.
Hey, Ryan, listen.
Watch it live.
What am I listening to?
Do you know a guy that gave me that copy?
I don't know.
I'm about to follow her right now on Twitter.
No, but definitely, guys.
She's been an amazing follow. I've followed her for several years now. She's been an amazing follow. You know, we were talking to Anne-Marie. I hope I'm not embarrassing you here. We were talking to her the other day, and we were having a discussion about some of the things that we were going to do. And all of a sudden, she's so in tune with the market. She just takes a look at the screen and she's like, "Yeah, I like SPY calls right here." Those SPY calls ended up going like 350% or something like that. It was just, it was so emblematic of what really smart quality traders are able to do, just almost without thinking. The process was so
That's
good.
Awesome.
It's just, that was amazing. That was amazing. Good to see you, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that she gave was a 30-minute kind of look on how to use the VWAP. I thought that was awesome because a lot of times I've been trying to find a VWAP combination with deeper time frames, and I struggle with that. I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with it because I like the hourly charts, but I've never really focused on the 30-minute chart. It's actually pretty interesting. So one of the things that she looks for is a kind of an attempt down towards the bottom of the range, like right out the gates, not giving you a low point to go off of. And then you want to see the stock kind of consolidate a little bit by that VWAP. Once it clears the VWAP, you can use that low as your bogey, kind of your out risk. But I mean, if you want to really understand this, you had to have to catch it on the boot camp. But I was checking it out. I thought it was an awesome strategy. I looked at plenty of charts that I could have attacked it on. And that's what you do first. You kind of compare it to different charts. Compare it to different trades, different sectors, different industries. Does it show up? And then look to see, can I execute this trade? I think that's the important part, like always. So, hey, and I hope I did you proud on at least a quick recap of that strategy. But of course, if you wanted to get into that, you guys can go ahead, and now you have to pay to see that boot camp. This is why we tell you guys to watch it live.
And we did during the day, so you had a chance to kind of tune in.
All right, guys, I'm going to take one more swing trade here for the day. We have on PLG, which is a platinum trade. I'm going to swing trade here on LTHM. So it just got in there at 25.07. I'm going to hold off of here. The 24.60s is going to be the out. This is a lithium play. I've been seeing lithium really strong. It's an industry I'm pointing out. I'm seeing the strength come into it. The SPY pushing up here. Lithium is going to be that play. It just got in there. Why do I like this? If you look at the daily, I'm going to go off of these bottom here, action here, 24.40s at 24.60s. You could use that low here, 24.60. We're going to look for this to kind of come back up through the trend line and come out towards that 30 look. That would be a nice 16% gain here. And we're only risking about 2% here. So we'll see what happens on that one. Swing trade on LTHM, lithium play.
HOFV at high again here, 129. Big block of stock there at 129. We'll see if they end up taking that out.
All right, there, HOFV making moves. Zunaid, what is going up? I see a lot of green there, man.
Man, you've got God bless my voice there. You've got NVIDIA. Look at that 270 bounce again. Don't tell me that I can't make money while doing crayon stuff. And you've also got SPY that had a nice little spike up above 447.50 there coming back. Look, just, Anne-Marie, we talked about her VWAP strategy. I know exactly what it is, but we talk about VWAP and how strong it is. Clearly, she's a believer, as am I. Look at the bounces on NVIDIA near VWAP. Look at the SPY bounces there as well. TCAT hanging out around VWAP as well. So that's what I'm looking at. Man, those NVIDIA calls, I already got out of every single contract that I had, but let's see what those calls are going at. They're going for about $6.50 now. We bought those at $2. But this is why you got to go back and draw some lines and use your crayons and figure out where support and resistance is to give yourself a little bit of a chance. Is there such a thing as buying an option too far out? Example, a stock will be $5 in 3 months, better gain than 6-month contracts. If you're trying to day trade and you're buying a contract that's like a leap, like a year out, that may not work best for you. But if you're trying to swing trade and you're buying like a weekly and you're heavy too into it, that may not work out for you either. So you got to figure out what you're trying to do and what your horizon is. But if you're trying to day trade, leaps may not be the best way to go, in my opinion.
All right, guys, definitely smash the like out there, guys. We're getting past 11. I said we had to get to 500 likes, guys. There's only 360 in here, guys. Please tell me you guys have been enjoying today's show. You guys can show us that appreciation by just smashing up that like.
Hey, what was that pop? I assume you're talking about this pop on SPY. I'm not quite sure what that was, I'll be honest.
Yeah. One of the things is with the SPY, we've been looking for hard downside action as what I've been looking for in the SPY. I'm a little bit bearish biased on the SPY right now. I'm looking at it and it should flush down, not fight to go sideways. Whenever we fight to go sideways, I could see that potential to come up. And so you're seeing it right now. If you take a look at the intraday, what did we do? We went sideways. Then we get a volume pop on this. Now the big thing is, do we close above the resistance? We see resistance here on the 5-minute. There's a couple wicks that have come through this 446.97. We even got up there on that last pop to 447.75. Let's see if we get a close above this on either a 5 or a 15-minute candle to really show us, okay, now we're taking control and we're breaking out of that sideways action that we had all pre-market and into right now. Show you guys this right now. So that's a sideways action. Let's see if we pop above that resistance.
We are getting, here we go. Anne-Marie is saying the broad S&P and ES, which is the futures, are trapped by $1 billion trade. Too rich for my blood. Top at 451, low at 440.
You know, you call that? That's called a trader that knows the market breadth, knows the depth in the market, knows where the orders are at. This is why you got to sometimes pay to get to the data that you need to be a good trader out there.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Anne-Marie doesn't mind paying for data as long as it helps, right? And that's what's important, is looking for tools to help you and knowing what's out there.
All right, I got to go to Option Squawk, so I am out. Make sure you guys hang out with Ryan and I 1 o'clock on Twitter Spaces. But till then, appreciate you guys letting me come back on and goof around. Make sure you drink water, hydrate. I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.
You'll be happy to hear I'm covering Tesla.
I mean, yeah, it's at 10:14, so I hope you covered it well before. But hope you scaled out profits too, though.
No, I mean, remember, I already taken out 1/5 of this and made gains on it. But I'm still in the green here, and I could wait for break even. But I talked about it. Move back above 1006 was the level that I wanted to see, and we got back above VWAP, and we held on that throwback. So to me, I'll just take it off, guys.
All right. Before I go, Enver, I threw the hoodie up just for you, my man. Hope you're having a great day out there.
There you go.
Bye. By the way, NVIDIA, 275. What up? Bye.
What up?
Take care, Zunaid. I'm out too here, Mitch. I just want to leave you with a couple of thoughts on some of the trades that we were talking about. So we did catch the move in some of those NFT names. might not be done. There might be some more. One of the things to watch for here is on HOFV. We get a high a day break. There's a big seller there. Might be walking that offer down now at 127, was at 128. I think if we take out that area, you might actually have a pop there and the ability to scalp that trade. The other thing I'm looking at here is next, right? That's ticker NEXT. The last time that we were up here, it stopped at 78. So 478 is going to be that first spot. Then let me go ahead and mark it here. The next one's going to be 485. So that zone, if we're able to clear that out, I think you're going to have more of an opportunity to day trade that as well. So that's going to be what I'm watching here. Loved hanging out with all of you folks. Again, another awesome week here on live trading. Looking forward to it next week. Enjoy the games tonight. Go Arkansas. Go Blue. Mitch, we'll see you later today.
Yeah. See you later, my friend.
Take care,
Appreciate it, Ron. Thank you. All right, guys, we're gonna be wrapping up here in about 13 minutes. So we got a little bit time to talk about some stocks. If you guys have a story that you guys want to take a look at, maybe a swing trade that you guys want to take a look at, let me know in the chat. I'll definitely take a look out there. And go Blue today. We'll see. I'm not a big March Madness fan, but I kind of watch when it gets towards the Elite Eight and the Final Four. But we'll see what happens there. Can the Blue get into the Elite Eight? We'll see today. Can someone lend me startup cash? I mean, someone lend me startup cash. Let's do it together. But I don't think that we're going to get that cash out there. But we'll see what happens out there. Looks like Nile being called out in the chat. I don't know that one, so I'll take a look here. Watching my swing trade here on LTHM. Starting to work. We'll see what happens on this one. And if we could get this one to continue making moves. Did get out of the Tesla trade there, so full disclosure out of that. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Going to watch to see lithium continue to run, right? We traded LAC earlier today for a great win, and this has been a great win on the daily chart. I've been talking about this one since Monday, and look how we've been pushing on this stock. We've been really ripping on up past this, and we were looking at this on March 18th. And now you're starting to see that real takeoff on LAC. And you're starting to see also the leader like MP take off. So definitely don't miss out on those lithium plays. Let's go to your Nile now. Nile looks like it's an electronic component stock. Needs to get back above $1. Couldn't even hold past 103. So to me, I think this is a penny stock that's dreaming to get back above $1. I personally would avoid it, but always do your own risk assessment. You do have a gap down though towards 56 cents. So that scares me. I would stay away from this stock, but that's just my personal opinion. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Meds being called on in here. So let me take a look here at Meds. All right, Meds being pushed a little bit there. Not a bad look there on the daily. Starting to come back. You want to make sure that the hold comes back towards 223. Looks like you're going to get an inside candle today. That would be good if it can just fill it right here in the middle. Then look for a breakout above 250 tomorrow. But doesn't look bad there. At least you did get some volume to get it out of the $2 zone. That's where you got this pop. But the volume's not continuing as you're getting higher and higher. It's actually lowering, so just be careful there. You could see a little bit of a turnaround. All right, let's keep going. What's going on out there, guys? Smash up that like. Let's get this music going. You know what? It's time to get some reggae action up in here. We've been doing some reggae action sometimes here on Money Mitch, on Live Trading with Benzinga. Usually around this time when we're kind of calming down. So I'm going to change up the music, change up the vibe, try to bring us something a little bit more popping here. There's a new artist I want to bring up. I want to give a shout out to an artist that I've been listening to. It's a female reggae artist. I feel like a lot of times female reggae artists get kind of underappreciated. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up a song here. Let me see if I can find it right quick here. All right. Having a little trouble finding it here, going through my playlist here. All right, guys, let's keep it going, guys. What do you guys think on out there? You guys having a good time? Smash that like. All right, so this is Layla Ike. And so let's go ahead. Let's take a look here where I'm coming from. I'll go ahead up and I'll play this up. Let me know if it gets too loud, guys. I'll keep it low. All right, guys. 10-minute time frame, your default, Money Mitch? No, honestly, I like using either shorter time frames, like a 5, 15, 1. And then if I'm really using my favorite chart is the hourly chart. That's my favorite chart. I would have to say those are when I get the biggest gains and the biggest kind of returns, is when I've focused and stuck towards that hourly chart. All right, seeing a lot of stocks rolling on through here. Come on, IMPP, says somebody out there. We'll keep looking at this. I got an alert about Benzinga, about BAC. We'll take a look at that. Bank of America.
Hey,
not going up, man.
Mitch, I'm going to jump in here. We got to end the show. I don't think that's my bad. I forgot to tell you that Web3 is going live today.
Oh, well, definitely. Let's get you guys over to Web3 then.
That's my fault, guys. Sorry about that.
Not a worry, guys. We'll wrap on up, get you guys over to Web3. Who do we got on there, Spencer?
Dude, Binance is on right now.
What? Guys, get on over to Binance, guys. Check that on out. I'll get you guys on over right now. Let me make sure the redirect's set there.
It's set. I got it.
All right. Appreciate you. See you guys next time right here. Peace.